Your child can go to Harvard for just around 4 to 5 lakhs per year. If I told you that your child could graduate from a leading Ivy League university at the same cost as MIT University, would you believe me? The current cost of an Ivy League education is around 2.5 crores, but you could be paying as less as 20 lakhs only. How? Let's find out. In 2022, the 8 Ivy League colleges combined had an acceptance rate of only 4 to 5%. Sounds difficult? Compare that to the acceptance rate of IIMs in India, which is only 1%.
I am from Bhopal. I just moved back from the US after completing my MBA at Harvard Business School this summer. And right now I'm working to start my own business.
The average starting salary of an Ivy League graduate is around $186,000. Yes, in Indian rupees, it is almost 1.5 crores. But before your child could start earning this money, you will need to spend some.
Annually, the kharcha was $100K. उसमें से I think 40% was tuition, and the rest was living expenses, rent, food, and stuff like that. This is per year. So mine was a 2-year program.
For an undergraduate Ivy League course, as of today, you will end up spending anywhere between 2 to 3 crores. Considering inflation and the rupee to dollar exchange rate, if your child is ready to go to college by 2040, you will need at least 8.7 crore rupees. Of course, the obvious solution is to start investing for it. But here is the thing. To get to this corpus, you will need to invest 1.7 lakh rupees per month. This is if you start right from your child's birth. The later you start investing, the more this amount will be. And remember, this amount is only for your child's college, and you have other responsibilities like your child's schooling and your own retirement planning. It's obvious that for most middle class families, continuing with this amount of monthly investment is not sustainable. But as difficult as it seems, there is a way through all of this. Instead of emptying your bank account to achieve this goal, you can plan to invest for a more achievable portion of this total amount. For example, if you choose to generate only 30% of the total fee, how much you will have to invest? Around 52,000 rupees per month. Naturally, your next question will be, where will the remaining amount come from? That's where Ivy Leagues will help you. The Ivy League universities have a very strong system of need-based scholarships in place. The assumption is that any student getting in an Ivy League college is already meritorious. Hence, the scholarship should be given purely basis the financial background.
It became clear to me, there were seniors who guided me कि यार, if you get in, especially in Ivy League schools, if you get in, then costing will not be a problem. You will figure it out. They are more student oriented, and their only goal is to make sure that students from all backgrounds can actually come and attend the university.
As many as 55% of the students at Harvard have been awarded scholarships of varying amount, and 1 in every 5 students has been awarded 100% scholarship.
In HBS, they give you need-based scholarship. If you're getting scholarship from the outside, then they reduce that need-based scholarship. So you're incentivized to not necessarily look for a lot of scholarship outside because they're already covering a big chunk.
Go to any Ivy League university's website and you will find what is called a net price calculator. This one is from Harvard. Now, assuming that a family lives in a metro city and is a middle class family, having an annual household income of around 60 lakh rupees, and the total value of their assets owned is around 2 crores, then this is the amount that Harvard will cover for their child's total education cost. This means that your child can go to Harvard for just around 4 to 5 lakhs per year. These numbers are for today's date. But if you plan well, in 15 to 20 years time, your income would have grown along with your assets. But so would have Harvard's cost and grants, which means your child will still be eligible for an equally large scholarship. Scholarships aside, Ivy League colleges also provide education loan at subsidized rates of around 4%. Just for context, education loan in India is given at a rate of around 9 to 13%.
Good thing about Ivy League universities is that they'll help you in financing. So if it's 100K, then they will connect us to loan providers Usually, I think 3 or 4 universities also have their own credit union, which will also give you a loan. You don't need to go to a private loan provider, and that's where I took my loan.
But all this talk of money, loans, and scholarships kicks in only after your child gets admitted into these universities. And to get in, they'll need more than just good grades. An Ivy League admission is based purely on merit, both inside the classroom and outside of it.
So I think in college, what they also care about is beyond the 8, do you have an extracurricular background? For instance, I didn't have a very good CGPA, it barely crossed 8, right? But I had strong extracurriculars, and I think that really helped. So, and that can be in any form. You can take positions of responsibility. You can do really well in tennis. Whatever you do it really well. Say Harvard really cares about like emerging leaders, right? So display some level of leadership quality wherever you are. And different universities care about different things.
Right now, I don't know if my son would want to go to an Ivy League college or an IIM or an IIT, or if he would want to go to a college at all. But one way or another, the money which I save for his future will eventually be useful for him, be it for his education or for his career. And if apart from education planning, you're also planning to buy a home in Bangalore, then you should watch this video.